So what we're looking at is a biomaterial scaffold, which our lab specializes in. So we make these biomaterial scaffolds so that they can be implanted into the body. And what we're looking at here is one that lies just beneath the surface of the skin. And in green, in these tiny green dots, what we're looking at are the injected stem cells that we work with. And so what we're looking at is this biomaterial scaffold that has now been populated by these stem cells. And so the whole idea of these scaffolds is to kind of sustain or support these stem cells as they're injected in the body so that they can stick around long enough to kind of, to serve their purpose, I should say, which is to help to regenerate tissue and to heal surrounding wounds. Just say if you suffered a heart attack and you have this ischemic heart, or sorry, they call it like just damaged heart tissue. Instead of just, going to that heart tissue and injecting stem cells at that damaged tissue, we know that if you inject stem cells there, they just end up dying in 2 or 3 days, and those stem cells wouldn't re-heal or regenerate that tissue. And so now what we're able to do, we can take one of these like scaffolds or these patches, place it directly over that damaged tissue, and then inject the stem cells so that you have this combination of like materials and stem cells kind of working together to kind of keep the stem cells around long enough so that they can help regenerate that damaged heart tissue. One of the reasons why we have these scaffolds here in the first place is because when you inject these stem cells, so in the absence of this scaffold, these tiny green dots over a period of like 1 or 2 days, they would eventually just die off. And so now that we've implanted this scaffold, we've kind of given these stem cells like this artificial home that they can now kind of live in and grow a lot longer past those 1 or 2 days that they would naturally end up dying off in. This is pretty much a zoomed out image of what we were just looking at. So yeah, in this top photo, there's again, this is our biomaterial scaffold that's lying just beneath the skin. Everything in green are the stem cells that have now that are now growing into that scaffold. And so the idea, like I was saying, is to help them kind of engraft longer into an injured tissue. And so a result of these stem cells now living in this scaffold is that they're able to induce regeneration of the surrounding tissue. So here in the bottom, what we're looking at, just in red, these kind of red lines, I guess you can say, these are new blood vessels. So this is the original skin here, and you can see blood vessels that are part of like the native vasculature of the body. And now that we have this scaffold that's been engrafted with these stem cells, you can see new blood vessels growing into that scaffold. So essentially this device is starting to integrate with the tissue and starting to heal and become part of the human body. So the idea is that when you have some sort of defect or damaged tissue, you can put this scaffold in and then it'll regenerate into new viable tissue that's healthy and able to function normally. And then following this study, then we're gonna move to I guess more drastic injury models. So again, this is just beneath the skin, but now we can do, as I described before, we have models where we can actually induce a heart attack, and then following that heart attack, we'll then start putting different patches on top of the heart to see whether or not the results that we get in this experiment actually also carry through into other states, other disease states, such as heart attacks, or even if we want to use it in the brain or anywhere throughout the body. So this is kind of just a proof of principle to see which scaffolds are the best at engrafting these stem cells, and then we can move that forward to other types of disease and other models of injury.